I think with summer, like, try and have a bit of fun. Try and experiment with fragrance. Try and get your life on track and get yourself out there and stay away from everything that people are going to expect of you. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back, or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here, Sing It, is man for himself. If you like hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this very one, then chances are you are, yes you are, going to love it around here. Please do press subscribe right now. Go on. Okay, summer. Summer is my least favorite season for fragrance. You might be thinking, really? Like, it's my favorite. I'll level you here. It's my least favorite because I feel like a lot of brands, especially mass market designer brands, who I think are amazing in terms of getting us loads of different new fragrances constantly, I find that they all become a bit samey. And that's not what I'm here for. Like, I want a fragrance that makes me feel something, that makes other people feel something, that really does sort of say, hi, I'm here, and this is what I'm wearing. So I've made a point of picking out 5 very different fragrances. There's one which is kind of like commercially, there's not all the citruses. I think I've got like two citruses. I've got 2 which are very evening, very decadent, very sexy, kind of smoky, but still summer. So there is something for everyone here. And if there's not something for you, then manforhimself.com, my website, loads of fragrances. You can go down the left, you can say you're looking for an oriental, a citrus, a fougere. You can search, it is all there. Okay, the first one I'm gonna give you, yes I am, is a brand new one by Joe Malone. Yes it is. This is Elderflower, I was about to say Elderflower cauliflower, that would be interesting. Elderflower Cordial Cologne. Joe Malone have got 5 new scents as part of this sort of traditional English summer. They do something every year, and I think these are beautiful. The little bottles are inspired by marmalade jars. It's all about the sort of Great British fete. And they are inspired by jams and marmalades. They've got another one which is an orange peel I like, but I really enjoy this one, Elderflower Cordial. They're small, they're 50 mils, and they are £55. Now, what I love about this one is that it's so playful. Like, citruses are fun, but this is beautiful. This has got gooseberry in it, so it's kind of tart, it's sour at the top, and then it's got elderflower. Now, elderflower, a tiny, beautiful little white flowers, kind of a little bit of a powdery scent, and then there's dried fruit on the base. I like this one, and I've added this one in here because it's got this sort of gourmand quality. There's also a very fresh quality to it. It's something which is, you kind of want to bite into it. It is those dried fruits on the base, which just sits so well on the skin. In terms of performance, I always think Joe Malone does lack in performance. The sillage is there, but you kind of have to be looking for it. And in terms of longevity on the skin, it's fine. Their Cologne Intense do tend to last longer, but £55, 50 mils, gorgeous little bottle, and I definitely think worth a squirt. Okay, right, that is Elderflower Cauliflower. Let's Cordial. Fuck's sake. Let's move you into the one that I think will be the most appealing to the most amount of people, and actually, straight up, my least favorite of this 5. Now, Robin, why have you put your least favourite of the 5 in here? Because, as I tell PRs, this is not about me. This is not the Robin James show. I mean, it may appear to be. But I want to give you guys something that I think you're going to like this if. You're going to like this if. That's constantly what's in my head. And the fact that I don't want to wear this day in, day out doesn't matter a monkey's hoots. That's not a thing, but now it is. It doesn't matter a monkey's hoots. And I think this one is so easy to wear. It's crisp, it's fresh. I think so many guys and girls, hello, will like this. And it's kind of like summer bottled. I think that's actually the caption line, tagline for the Joe Malones. But this is Neroli Sun by Sunspel. Some of the best t-shirts I have are from Sunspel, and they've taken this whole sort of classic fits and tailoring, it's not so much tailoring, it's t-shirts, classic sort of signature look of Sunspel, and they popped it in a bottle. What I do like about this is, let's get a little blotting. Neroli is an oil that comes from the bitter orange tree. So it's actually got a slight sort of spiciness to it. There's a slight citrus to it. There's a bit of a dance. There's a bit of a play. It's very, very summer. But there's also a herbaceous note of rosemary in there. I like rosemary in fragrances. I really do, because I think rosemary cuts through a lot of other things. And there's a warmth to rosemary. There's a familiarity. There's very much like just taking a gorgeous walk through a herb garden. How often have you done that? I've certainly not done that, but I want to be doing that. And it's crisp, it's fresh, it kind of cuts, and I think this is too mass for me. Like, I do think this is quite safe. I think it's safe, I think it's styled, I think it's, if I smelt this on someone else, I'd think, oh, you smell clean, you smell clean, you smell good. Do I want to rip your clothes off? No. Do I think you've got a bit more something about you? I'd like to see what else you've got, but it's easy to wear. £90, 100 mils, is it? Yeah, it is. And it's nice. And I say this again, I think so many of you are going to like this. If someone gifted me this and said, hey, I've got your new fragrance, I would say, thank you so much, that's really kind. Back of the cupboard. No, I wouldn't. I would probably wear it a couple of days. It's the kind of thing that I kind of want to be sitting next to a pool wearing, sort of dousing myself in. There you go, window to my world. If only I could get next to a pool. Okay, so that is that one. The next one surprised me. Get that thing back on. We're just going to pop you there. The next one is a brand new one of 3 from Escentric Molecules. Now, I was lucky enough to have an interview with Giza Sean. He is the creator of Escentric Molecules. Escentric Molecules, say it again, Escentric Molecules were a brand that popped up in 2006. Giza is in Berlin, he is German, he is a really nice guy, he's got so many great stories. But Escentric Molecules is all based around this one molecule called ISO-E Super. Now, ISO-E Super is what's in all of their fragrances. It's characterized with this sort of warming, cocooning sensation, and something like cedarwood. So there is this really great warmth. What he did was he isolated this note and created molecule 01, which is just ISO-E Super. And then from there, he's added in various other notes in order to sort of create these different fragrances. Now, something about Escentric Molecules is it's a cult brand. If you like it, you love it, and people go wild for this. So the fact that he's introduced or launched 3 new fragrances. There is M plus or Molecule plus Mandarin, there's M plus Iris, and there's an M plus Patchouli. I've added this, I mean, any of these could go into summer. I've added this in because M plus Mandarin, it's just that ISO-E Super, and it's just a Mandarin note. There is no messing around with this. And I love this because, oh, hello. It is so true to Mandarin. A lot of fragrances are saying like, oh, Mandarin Sunrise, or Mandarin Punch, or Mandarin something something with something something. And you're kind of smelling it and you're like, sorry, I'm looking for a Mandarin. Hello? Is there a Mandarin in there? But this is pure Mandarin. It's a juicy citrus with heart. And I'm saying it's got heart because those citruses tend to dance above the sort of the rest of the fragrance, and they do all that top note stuff, and they whiffed and they waft, and they're gorgeous and they're fresh and they're fun, but then they tend to kind of like and they go off. With this, your Mandarin hangs around. You know, it's fortified. It's Mandarin to the max. Mandarin to the max by a man for himself. It is so great. And when I've been wearing this, I've kind of forgotten I've been wearing it. I quite often get that with Escentric Molecules. I spray it and I'm like, I can't smell it at all. But people say, what are you wearing? It's a total lean in. And you get that with all of the Escentric Molecules. £95, 100 mils. Is it still 100 mils? Yes. And I love what they're doing. I think they've got a really strong USP. I liked him as a creator, which I think really does help. He was just a nice guy who knew his shit. And I just thought, amazing. So check this one out. Also, if you want more of those deeper, darker, earthy scents, Patchouli, gorgeous. Iris gives you this powderiness. It's not old women. It's great. So thank you very much. I really like that. I just think it's great. Juicy, poppy, summer, and not citrus in the whimsical, like, citrus fragrances. Right. Now, I've given you those lights and brights. I want to take you deeper and darker because I'm a deep, dark, sensual, sexy scent. That's what I'm about. I want fragrance to welcome me in. I want it to hug me. I want it to empower me. I want it to smell sexy. I just want it now. And this first one, this is a brand new one. It's so brand new that when I'm filming this, it's not even out. It's out on May the 8th. So hi, if this is out, I think this has come out just before May the 8th. This is just out. This is a brand new one from Dunhill. It's their signature collection and it's called Egyptian Smoke. Yes, it is. What I like about this is when I first squirted this, I got this on a sort of press evening that I was doing with the PR agency that look after them. And in my own time, I sprayed this and thought, wow, that is so beautiful. There's a sort of amber note to it. There's a slight sweetness of vanilla in there. It's so rounded. It's so captivating. It really does sort of draw you in. And these fragrances are all inspired by the Middle East. So you do have a sort of spiciness. You've got this sort of exotic scent which just lingers and plays. There's a lot of playing in this video. Lingers and plays on the skin. The sort of smokiness is less about sort of smoky or tobacco or incense. It's more like this just sort of veil of gorgeousness that you spritz and walk into. It's seductive, it's sensual, it's warm, and I think it's so summer. It's the kind of thing that you've had your shower after a pool day, your skin's slightly hot, SPF 50 please, and you've made yourself a little cocktail, maybe a margarita or just like a great red wine, and you're just feeling good, and you spritz this. You've got a great crisp white linen probably shirt, and everything's just perfect. You know, in this moment you're so happy, and this fragrance is just taking it to the next level. It's really gorgeous, and it's certainly one that I'm going to be wearing into summer. I'm saying summer because there is a heat on it. There's a heat and there's a warmth, which is perfect. There is this sort of freshness, fresh and sort of spicy opening with a ginger. There's also black tea and this pink pepper, I'm pretty sure of it. But that kind of plays. I love ginger. I think ginger in fragrance is amazing. It's not what I would expect in this, but ginger does give you that sort of quite sharpness, a real sort of spiciness to it, but a real freshness to it. And then into the base with the patchouli, so a real sort of earthy beautifulness. And then the vanilla bean. It's just great. I really love it. And it's very much one which is summer for me, but yeah, I could take it into other seasons. Right, the last one for you has been inspired by, I could sing the whole of it. This one is by Serge Lutens, French fragrance brand. I have a discovery kit here. I did a press day with them, and well, press hour with them, and they went through this. I'm going to get this wrong. Collection Noir. I'll link this, I think, as a little gift or for yourself, how I would do it. It's gorgeous. It's such a great way to discover a brand. But there was one which really sort of screamed at me when I did all of these, and this is Ambre Sultan. This is part of this collection, so they've got this kind of like limited edition bottle. I'm pretty sure we'll get that on screen. I will link it. It's not the cheapest, but I think are really great. I'm pretty sure it's £120, and then it gets slightly more expensive into the 100 mils, about 160. I did find it on Look Fantastic at this very moment, was £136. It will be linked, and they're all on manfromself.com, and if ever a product goes on sale and I see it, if not, let me know. I hit a little button in the back end, that's what he said, and then it pops up as sale, so it just really helps. But what I love about this is the storytelling. Serge Lutens create just perfect storytelling moments and fragrances. This is inspired by a piece of amber resin that Serge found in a Moroccan souk. I went to Morocco and I loved it. I loved it. I got really sunburned, and I was with two of my best mates who've got like flaming red hair, and it was like people were like, who are these creatures, just because they really did stand out, and I find it a bit stressful, to be honest. But the food is great, the people are really friendly. Also, when I got there, so I arrived a day before them, and I was staying in a riad, and the riad owner picked me up on a motorcycle right from the centre square. So there's like a main square, I can't remember what that's called. Anyway, he picked me up and I was holding on to the back of him, riding through the streets. It was the most fun, if not a little scary. But if you have been to Morocco, then you know it's just a land of like beautiful bright colours. There's all these spices, there's great food, there's a hustle, there's a bustle. There's so much going on. And the fact that this is inspired by the amber resin that he found, I think is just perfect. There is, and I always say, I love amber. To me, and you'll probably say this with me, there's like this golden tonality to it. There's just a beautiful warmth, and there's something which is just so luxurious, and it lasts on the skin. It's gorgeous. It's full of warmth. It's full of sun. There's light. There's bright. And there's also slight sweetness in this. But why I've picked this one out is for the same reasons that I've picked out, oh God, who was it? The Dunhill. It's end of day warmth. The sun has been spending all day beating down on that ground. It's that warmth you're getting off it in the evening. And it's so inviting, it's so warming, it's sensual, it's sexy. The difference, I would say, with this one, and you might be thinking, well, what's the difference? Why should I go one over the other? This one is, hello. This one is spicier and smokier, I think, with that ginger. And this one is more, I would say, level and rounded. This smells maybe a little bit more grounded. So it's a bit like, okay, this is a fragrance, let's wear it, this is done. Whereas this one, I think, just plays slightly more. Which one would I prefer? I think if I'm going a bit more formal, okay, formal evening in summer, I would do this one. If I want something which is a bit more like, we've started at one drink, what's gonna happen? I'd go with this one. But I think they're so, so gorgeous. And as much as possible, I will try and link these. But there you go. 5 different sort of fragrances for summer, not just your usual citrus, but if you do like citrus, go wild. Do what you like, wear what you like, be who you are. And that's what fragrance should be. Fragrance is an invitation to experiment and to really sort of create your own calling card and your own identity. Amazing. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Everything will be linked. Also, the product pages, manfromself.com. Everything is there. If you're still new to this, you're still not subscribe, then hey, come on, press subscribe right now. The button is there. There's also more video suggestions down there. I'll link to the fragrance pages there and more in the cards. But until my next new, this is gonna get old. Until my next new video, bye bye.